evening. So I got a request for a live video. Thanks, Ty. This video is showing my collection, at least the ones that I've put up, because yeah, I definitely have more stashed elsewhere. So let's go through this real quick. I think this will be a short live. Um, yeah, because I won't be reviewing them. I'll just go through kind of showing you what I have. So this was the display that I asked for. Well, I got it, but I asked my son, I was like, can you just put it together? And that'll be your Christmas gift to me because I could not do it by myself. So we're going to just start from the top and go to the bottom. If you can see that this is in my room and the other side of my room is trash because I've been going through more stuff. I started that today and revisiting things and thinking about what can be rehomed. But let's jump into this. Give me a thumbs up if you like this idea or are interested, or just give me a thumbs up for getting over my nervousness of even doing this kind of video. So we're going to start from the top. This started as a shelf that had minimal stuff up here, but as you can see, it just exploded because of the amount of stuff I have. But this is my bobblehead that I thought was too cute, so I'll put that up there. We have Escalade Gourmand. Behind this was like, let me see if I can move these, like my Narcoticas, and this was some Navitus that I really like. These Duas have sat in front because these are ones that I've wanted to pull for more recently. So these are just some Duas that I'm like, oh, I need to give those aware or just have at my attention. This was sort of my Black owned little section here. As you can see, Bubble Phase is here, Gentle Reminder, CC, Seductive Scents. You're sitting up there, okay. And then this was the Taliaferro, more Seductive Scents, Skin Potions, the Candy Heart collection with Fab Finds by Keetra. I have the Exalté by Fumi Monet. I have Maison Darius, Notorietta. And here is Forever Mood, She Was Here. Apples and Aces by Genre. This is Rose Speciale by the Clean Team. And then this one is Bubble Phase by Lily Vaughn. Cat. And then there's just some other ones. I put this up on a tier tray because this is actually the tray that I started with, like the little display, if you will, that I started with. But I added it to this stand, and so as you can see, it's quite taller than me. But you know, HOS, my Ariana Grande, and some Xerjoff. My favorite, a Lab on Fire, Freckled and Beautiful. This, which was like my first international purchase from like Russia, being pressed for perfume. It took forever to get to me. Here's Blue Turquoise. Down the bottom are some other designer favorites. See the Tom Ford Metalique, a collection of Dior. This is a Whittian Bubble Bath, Nasamato, Voce Viva, Killian. This beauty that I absolutely love, the Nina Ricci. Forgot the name of the flanker that it is. Coco Mademoiselle, a classic. This pretty girl that I absolutely love, and I need a layer or something to just make her a little, punch up the fragrance a little bit more, but I absolutely love that one. This is my Ellen Noir. This was the fragrance that made me want to have like a collection, that made me want to have a display and show my perfumes, because I thought this was the most beautiful bottle. This is Bagley Mishka. I'm not crazy about the scent, but the bottle is everything to me still. I have so many of these, they're just stuck everywhere. I have more shoes, but this is what made it up here. This is a Jean Paul Gaultier's. Just another, this was like my Kayali thing, and then it just exploded because I just have too much. This, my Gucci Guilty, this is a beautiful bomb, deep floral for the fall and winter. She's up here because this is Marry Me by Brown Sugar Babe that goes with my Kayalis. If you can see that's some of them, most of them, I guess. And then over here, this was another one that I was like, oh my gosh, if I ever have a display, I gotta have this on here because I love the atomizer. This is a Victoria's Secret fragrance and my pink Bond number 9. Okay, so let's go down to the second shelf. So here we have, whew, it's so close. Okay, so I did this tiered shelf just to give me some more room for things. Atlas Garden, another bomb fall fragrance by YSL. This is a new acquired fragrance from One Way Bridge. This is Absence of Nothing. We will talk about this soon. I got this from Glamcation from the creator. I'm absolutely in love with her brand and how she expresses herself through her creations. A few of my Nichane. This is Cherry. What are you called? Cherry in Heaven by BDK. Got a couple Montals and Quinto Canto, I think it's called. Tiziana Terenzi's sister brand. There's some of my Initios. Beyonce. She should be over there with the Black owned collection, but she's not. I hope you guys can see this because my blind self, it looks blurry what I'm showing. But this is another Black owned brand, Dawkins of Rome. This is Bananas, a banana fragrance. I saw that Yana, what is her channel? Tomalise, she did her rankings of her Montals, and I was like, girl, I need to do that too. There's Seren, Quattro Pizzi, Narciso is back there. It's hard to get these heights right, and this is a Argus, Triumph of Bacchus. Let's move over. I have a couple of my Amouages up here, Assure, Guidance, and Lineage. Yep, Lineage. And this should be in the Black owned section too, but this is La Dame by Karen Huger of the Housewives of Potomac. Here's some of my BDKs, you guys. You might know, I don't know, but I love, love, love Cosmic 2, regular Cosmic, and I call this the mama potato because she is shaped like them. But this is Donna Karan Cashmere and Palo Santo. You have the Bath and Body Works Kaleidoscope, which is very similar to Glossier U, Flower Bomb, La Vie and Rose. That flanker, this was my favorite one. She lost her little flower tag. Iris Malacon, a favorite. This is the Nobile 1942, the Donza, the Extrait version. This is Electimus, the cherry one. what is it called? I hate that I don't remember the names of these things. Caspian Cherry. It is a bomb fragrance. EPC, Experimental Perfume Club. I think that's what it stands for. Tonka Sesame. My favorite Michael Kors perfume, which is the Sexy Blossom. This was the first Rose and Lychee before it became all popular with Delina. And people weren't into it, but it's still a bomb fragrance. Y'all remember these? Jesus. um, Knew that was bound to happen. You can't just pull stuff by the top. But this was like the perfume that went popular for being a marshmallow. It was like a gourmet marshmallow because it has sort of like this little mintiness to it. You guys, I just thought about something. I was like, did I clear this lens? Is that better? I don't know. Oh my goodness. There are all these comments. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I see Nika in the house. I see KD. Arlene, hey, girl. Callie King, hey, what's up? What up, though? Ty. All right. Hello, how are y'all doing today? Hey, James Johnson, thank you for joining in. Here is my cloud. This is my Dancing Roses fragrance, my PDMs. I love this Bare Victoria's Secret Alien. This is the, y'all help me out because I forget. The Angel Muse. Is that what this is? The Chronic. This is the Chronic Rouge Extreme. Here are my Mancera, some of my favorite ones like Amber Fever. I have the Petra Middle Eastern. Here are my baby Kayalis. I have quite a few of them. Here's a few of my Mooglers. I'm not an angel or an alien girl. I'm both. So I do have alien, which one? What is this called? The vanilla one. One day I'll remember. Yes, Nika, the chronic is definitely here. She's almost out the door. Can you believe it? I mean, I guess I can. She is my favorite fragrance. But anyway, these aliens, this is Mirage. This is the Spicy Angel. I mean, alien with the ginger fusion. How could I not remember the name of this one? I can't really see it. Alien Essence Absolute. Duh. Goddess. Futura. This is the EDT that started it all. This is the Angel Muse. The flanker, the fruitier feminine flanker. This is the alien that is fruitier. I think it's Lumiere. It's one of the newer ones. I can't see. So this is Nova, and these are two of the newer ones. They don't stand up. So yeah, sorry, I can't remember the name offhand, but they're the two newer ones. These are my genres. Waves of Musk, Mellow Vanilla. Don't judge me. This thing needs to be dusted, but you know. All right, so the truth is I own a lot of Duas. So here they are. But this is a Dapper, the Ambrosia Imperial dupe, which is, I think, my favorite one so far that I've tried. In the original, the musk really, really, really gives me a headache. And so they smooth that out in this, and I absolutely adore it. All right, let's go down to the third shelf. More Duas. Don't judge me. But this was my life for like 5 years, just pouring through these, so many. All right, so on the third shelf, see if I can get down here. I have one of these, which is a Toka, my Hufflepuff Rocky Coast by genre. This is a hodgepodge of a lot of stuff. From the Fenty butter, pistachio brulee, Prada, Paradox Intense, Almaz. Here's the Fenty, should be up on the black owned section, but Scandal by Night, I think it is. These are some of my idols. I have Sunday by Ariel Shoshana. I have this terracotta, which was like all the rage at one point. I have a mini Byron Parfums Pirates, my Gentle Fluidity Gold, Santal Royale. I still have that one. This is a black-owned fragrance company. And let's move on. Here's some more just doers floating and hanging out. Here is another shelf. So these are some of the juicettes. A few of my eggs. Xerjoff, Panettone, Guerlain, Bianco Latte, L'Eau Papier. My sniffs that could fit up here. Bianco Lattes here. And then we move over to the Middle Eastern section, with the exception. So here's Marc Jacobs, and then we get into some of the Middle Easterns. These are Juliana Parfums fragrances. Maitha oil, Nebras. Some of these oils, some Britney Spears. My niece always comes in here and grabs this because this is at her eye level. And then these babies. Ethereal is back there. Casablanca, this one. All right, we're gonna move down to the bottom. There's some boxes here. Some of my Kayali boxes that I can't really come to terms with throwing away. There's Angel Share. Here's a decanted fragrance. I was super into collecting those Versace's back when. Here's another little tray. Marc Jacobs. There's some Kajals here. And just a hodgepodge of other stuff. So we have these Lancomes, Marc Jacobs, Valentinos. This is my NARS fragrance. You see back here materials. That's I have about 3 or 4 of these, but these are 2 of the Sand and Fog oils. There's some, this is Zara's Rich Warm Addictive. Remember that one? This is Choco Exclusive by Vivamor. Here's another Navitus, the Peach Aurum. This is and Micallef. Don't bring that up. My Tom Ford. Scandal. I think that's, this is the Scandal. Which one is this? This is the one that has the fig in it. MCM Fame. This is a Kenzo. Here's a MAC. Here's one of my Juliet Has a Guns. More Duas. This is all full with the exception of 1 or 2 spots. And then lastly, this shelf has cabinets. And this is the cabinets full of Bath and Body Works and creams. Let's see. Sorry, just more stuff in there. And I think I have one more cabinet for you guys. and that's about it. Let's see. This is where just a few, my sample box, discovery sets. Yep. So that is it. Hand me down on the floor. But yeah, this is my collection. There are 2 to 3 other places that I do have fragrances stored. But y'all, this is too much for me. I don't want it to look like this. This looks like way too much. I would like more minimalism. Because I don't even want them to touch. They're too close together. Like it feels a little overwhelming. Yes, NARS had a fragrance. It is a predominantly like sandalwood with light incense. I did a video on this on the channel. If you search Yummy411 NARS, I talk about makeup companies that had fragrance, that have or had fragrances. This is my favorite, the good scent so far from what I found, Spellbound. Let me see if you guys have any other questions before we wrap up. No judgments. Thank you, Ty. You truly are a duo queen. Not anymore. I used to be. Let's see what else you guys say. I like tobacco and pine smelling things. I do have a couple tobacco fragrances, but not pine. Nice. One of the best tobaccos, in my opinion, is Triumph Tobacco. It's by Argus. Very unisex. It's actually my husband's, but I sneak some sprays. Yes, I have that. I have, yeah, I guess that would be my tobacco fragrance. So yes, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. This is most of my collection. Again, I have some other stuff other places, but I really just want to make this the end all be all and not have more stuff in other places. I want this to be it, and I actually want to pare this down, like having these. Thought I needed them, but truth is, I don't. But I like my girl in the fur coat. They have a new one out, and she has on a leopard fur coat. It's so adorable. But yeah, if there are no other questions or anything else, we can end this here. This Olivia Bell, sort of the pink bottles, Love Edition Gucci. This is my Roses Vanille, but I had to decant it because the bottle broke. Yep. All right. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will catch you in another video. Bye, guys. Good night.